I've been using the AirPods Max for a little over a year now and wanted to share my thoughts on these headphones. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Imran. Let's get into it. In December 2020, Apple released the AirPods Max. These were some of the priciest headphones around, and I bought a pair. Let's start with the design. I think these look so good. They look somewhat futuristic and retro at the same time, but they just look really unique, and I think from a mile away you can tell these are from Apple. These have a stainless steel frame and aluminum ear cups. The headband and ear cushions are made of a mesh material, and it feels absolutely premium. No plastic anywhere. The overall build quality is just fantastic. It feels really solid, and you really feel like this is gonna last for years and years. I went for the silver color because it's my favorite. These are probably the hardest ones to keep clean, so that's just something to keep in mind if you are considering buying these. The ear cushions are removable, and so is the headband, so you can clean it really easily if you need to, which for the white one I have done a few times, and you can see these have held up pretty well. The other main feature of these headphones is noise cancellation. Noise cancellation is fantastic. If you're in a coffee shop like this, and then you put these on, now I have used some of the Bose and Sony noise canceling headphones. I would say these are just as good, if not better, than those headphones. So if you're on a flight or in a cafe, you're gonna have no problem drowning out all that noise. So you can actually adjust the volume and the transparency or noise canceling modes through these buttons. And I found these to be a great way to do it. I actually use these more than doing it on the phone itself. As far as comfort and fit, I'm pretty average, and I've had no issues wearing these for long periods of time. I know some people say that these are heavy headphones. Maybe they are a little bit heavier, but they don't feel heavier to me. And like I said, I've worn these on long flights, like 12 hours, and I had no issues wearing these for long periods of time. One thing I will say, the ear cushions being made of mesh instead of like a leather or faux leather material, these don't get hot at all around your ears, or at least they take a lot longer to. So I do appreciate that when listening for long periods of time. Let's talk about the smart case. So this is one of the weirdest part about these headphones. You have to put it in here for it to go to sleep immediately. Otherwise it takes 5 minutes for it to go to sleep if you leave it out of the case. I really wish Apple just included a travel case like other noise canceling headphones you get with like Bose or Sony, but this is what we got, and I am somewhat used to it now. I know third-party manufacturers make travel cases for the AirPods Max. Just wish Apple included one themselves. The sound quality is fantastic. It sounds definitely better than Bose and Sony noise canceling headphones I've tried, and it sounds really crisp, clean. There's no distortion even at high volume, and coupled with Apple's lossless format on Apple Music, it's a pretty great listening experience. So some of the unique features of these headphones are they have auto switching like the other AirPods in Apple's lineup. So if you pick up your Mac or your iPhone or your iPad, it's gonna just switch automatically. This is probably one of the best features of AirPods, period, that compared to other third-party headphones, if you are in the Apple ecosystem, you don't have to worry about switching devices. It just switches for you automatically. The other feature these have is spatial audio. That is where if you're watching a movie or even in some music tracks, it makes it feel like the sound is like around you. It works amazingly in movies, be kind of hit or miss in music, so I don't really use it for that. But if you're watching a movie, you feel like there's a speaker like in front of you, even if it's coming from just like your iPad or iPhone, but it just sounds so much bigger. And if you haven't tried it, I highly suggest giving it a try. These also have transparency mode. It's one of the best transparency modes I've heard on any headphones, and it's a lot better than even the AirPods Pro that Apple sells. It just sounds so natural, and you can barely tell that there's anything actually in between your ear and the outside world. Now you do charge these over a lightning connector, which for me is not a problem because I have many Apple devices and a lot of them do use lightning cables. I know a lot of people would have liked to see USB-C, but like I said, given how many Apple devices some of us may have, lightning is pretty convenient since I do charge my iPhone over lightning anyway. You can use these headphones wired. There is a lightning to headphone jack cable that Apple sells. You do still have to make sure the headphones are charged because it does not charge the headphones or work passively with just the cable. The battery life on these has been great. Apple rates these for 20 hours of battery life. I did use them on an international flight where I flew for about 18 hours total. I think the longest stretch I used them for was about 12 hours, and I never worried about the battery life. So I think Apple's claim of 20 hours is accurate. Just remember that putting these back in the case as soon as you're done using them gives you the best battery life because they go into a low power mode quicker. At $549, these are pretty damn expensive. Try to get a deal on them if you can. I've seen Amazon have them in the high 400s. And sometimes they go on sale for lower than that. Now these are a luxury item, so no matter what, you're gonna be paying a decent amount for them. Now, while my experience with these has overall been great, I did have one issue with them. My first pair actually died after a couple months, and I did take them to Apple at the Genius Bar, and they did replace them with a brand new pair. I don't expect most people to have this issue, but it's just something to keep in mind that I did have that issue. So overall, is this worth it? If you aren't in the Apple ecosystem, you probably aren't looking at these anyway, and do not get these headphones. They are expensive and their unique features are tailored to Apple's ecosystem. But if you're like me and you're deep in the Apple ecosystem, looking for noise canceling headphones, great sound quality, all the unique Apple features, and are okay spending a little more on Apple devices, they're perfect. That's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, give me a like, maybe subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.